University of Southern California Practice Day Media Conference. We're joined now by USC head coach Cynthia Cooper-Dyke and student athletes Cassie Harberts and Aria Crook. Araya, excuse me.
I think besides the coaching change, just the fact that we're a year older, we've had the whole summer, whole postseason, preseason to grow together. So I just think we developed much better chemistry than we had last year.
Ms. Crook, if you could address that as well, please.
Just off season with our new strength and conditioning coach. She did a lot of work getting us, healthy, staying strong throughout the whole season. And pretty much if it wasn't for her, then we pretty much wouldn't be in the same position we are right now. Thank God that we had no injuries, and thankful for our wonderful coach Cynthia Cooper for being on our side, making sure we stay focused, and most importantly, staying together and playing together.
I would just think that the fact that our season could be ending was looming over our heads. So, like one game could be our last, and we knew what we had to do to even get a chance to get in the NCAA tournament. So I just think we knew what we needed to do, and that to come together through the whole thing. I think that's just what really helped us make that jump in the tournament.
We all going in with the idea you need to win this thing to secure a bid. Y'all haven't locked up anything at that point, or?
Yeah, we came into the tournament knowing that this could be our last season, our last games with our seniors, and we didn't want them to come up short, their last season. So we just, pull out of our heads in one circle and play together for our seniors.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
When Cynthia took over the program, what did she tell y'all as soon as she took over in terms of what's going to change?
Right.
What was said that made y'all think y'all might be able to turn things around?
I've kind of said that throughout the season. She came in and she told us right away that we were going to have a different mentality, more of an aggressive mentality, definitely scoring and using our defense to kind of fuel our offense. So just redid the whole program and just made us more aggressive and more attacking.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, we'll dismiss the student athletes back to the locker room for the remainder of the open locker room period. We thank you for joining us.
I really appreciate this, you guys. Thanks for leaving me. You guys are awesome. Hey, team.
Protocol.
It's team. What? Fight on.
We'll now take questions for Coach.
Well, I really don't know what happened in the past. I thought they had some great coaches with Mark Track and Coop. For me, when I took on the job, I really just wanted to develop a culture of winning, an attitude of winning, a mentality of sacrifice, a mentality of team, of achieving one goal, having one goal, one common goal, and achieving that goal one step at a time and together. So it's a way that we practice if you want to win. It's a way that you confront games, that you confront a film session if you want to be successful. So I really started the work of creating that mentality.
What were your goals for this season realistically? Does this turnaround happen faster than you kind of expected, or do you think this is an NCAA tournament caliber team that started season?
When I first took over the program, I absolutely believed that we have the ability to play postseason basketball in the NCAA tournament. I absolutely believed we had the level of talent. I still thought we had to work on and change the culture. And so no one on this team has had NCAA experience. And so to get them hungry for that and to get them focused on that goal, it took a little while. It took a little while. So the aggressiveness in practice, and so getting the team prepared to come into practice and compete every single day. Sometimes we did that with drills. Sometimes it was me yelling. Sometimes I was the only one in practice with energy. But over the course of our preseason and conference schedule, this team started to develop that mentality and that work ethic. And I thought we saw that pay off in our conference tournament.
I think at one point you're about 16-12 before this winning streak. What was said at that point, and what were y'all thinking about your postseason chances at that time, and kind of what sparked this run?
Well, at that time when we lost to the Washington schools at home, it was a tough schedule for us. We had both Washington schools who were hot, and they played the top teams really tough. Then we went on the road to Oregon and Oregon State, and then we came back home, and we had, a slightly better schedule with Stanford and Cal at home. It was just tough. That was a tough, 6, and then we were going back on the road. So, it was a tough schedule, and what I told the team was it's not over, but we've got to make our way. We can't expect anyone else to do it for us. We've got to believe, and we've got to take steps in the right direction, and you do that with winning. You do that by winning games. You do that by competing. And so leave no stone unturned. And literally every practice, we just took it one practice at a time and one game at a time. And we felt like if we made a deep run into our conference tournament, we'd have a good shot at getting it at large bid. But we had to finish our regular season, conference season strong with a win out at Utah and a very physical and tough Colorado team. And then we needed to have a good showing and go deep into our conference tournament.
Were you thinking that Stanford semifinal? Were you thinking this is a game we have to win, or just what?
Well, I thought, you always throw your scenarios up, but you never know what the NCAA is thinking. So we felt like we had some tough wins. We felt like we beat a strong ASU team. We beat a strong Cal team at Cal Berkeley. And so we had some good wins throughout the year. When Colorado was number 12, we beat them at home. So we felt like we had some good wins on our resume, but, we didn't want to leave things to chance. So we knew we had to come into our tournament, into our conference tournament, and play well. I felt like when we ran up against Stanford, for me, my goal was to play hard. I felt like we didn't have anything to lose, and we had to go for it. And we did, and we executed, and we played hard. And although, you give Chiney Ogumake 30 points and 21 rebounds, you come away with the W, which for us was the most important thing.
Coach, how hard is it to build a program these days compared to when you were in college? Obviously, there's huge differences, but just talk about the challenge of doing that in 2014.
Yeah, in 2014, I think there's a difference in mentality with our young kids. And they want to go to programs that are proven winners. And so, they don't have as much of the mentality of building. And when I was in school, we had never won a championship. We had never won, the conference championship. And so we had to build at USC as a women's basketball program. And you had the McGee twins first, and then I came along, and then Cheryl Miller. So we built a legacy, and we took extreme pride. We felt pride in really being the first, the pioneers. And that's one of the things I wanted this team to do. I wanted this team to not worry about what Cheryl Miller and the McGee twins and what I did. It's not about that. It's about them. This is their legacy. Every step you take now is about you guys. And every mark you make is one step at a time building your legacy here at USC. And so I really didn't want it to be about us, but about them. But as you recruit, it's very tough to recruit against. If you haven't been a winning program in a while, it's very tough to recruit against winning programs, even in your own conference. But this team really stepped up to the plate this year and proved that they were winners all along. And I thought they proved it in the in our conference tournament.
Any other questions? All right, Coach, thank you.